And welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Coming up on the program, police in Kogi State declare 8 suspects wanted, including Senator Dino Melaye. Kwara State government bans night grazing to foster unity between herdsmen and farmers. And the Benue State Governor commissions a rice mill in partnership with IFAD. And that partnership is in tandem with sustainable growth in agriculture. But before we get to that story, let's begin with a very dramatic one concerning a jailbreak. Police have declared 8 people, including the federal lawmaker representing Kogi West, Senator Dino Melaye, wanted for various offenses. Now, 6 of the suspects, including 2 men earlier paraded by the police for illegal possession of firearms, allegedly supplied by Senator Melaye, escaped from custody today. The police commissioner in Kogi State, who confirmed the jailbreak to the media, says the suspects were being detained by the police in Lokoja, the Kogi State capital, as investigations into their allegations continue. On March the 19th, the force public relations officer, Jimoh Moshood, paraded the suspects, said to be part of an armed gang terrorizing Kogi State.
SARS cell in A Division was broken by suspect and 6 suspects escaped. The names of the suspects are Kabiru Saidu aka Osama, Nuhu Salihu aka Small, Aliyu Isa, Adam Suleiman, Emmanuel Audu, and Musa Mohammed, who are under detention at the A Division Lokoja, who escaped from lawful custody this morning. The 4 suspects I mentioned were under court remand. They were remanded by court. And the 2 of them were involved in the case of Dino Melaye. If the members of the press can recall, they were paraded sometimes about 2 weeks ago when they made mention of Mr. Dino Melaye, who supplied them with arms to disorganize or to cause uprising in Kogi State. As I'm talking to you now, the names of the suspects have been sent to Interpol. They will be watch list and they will be declared wanted, including Dino Melaye and Mohammed Audu. All of them will be declared wanted.
Channel Television will keep you updated on this developing story. In the meantime, we'll stay with security, and night grazing has been banned in Kwara State, north-central Nigeria, in a move by the state government to maintain peace between farmers and herdsmen and all other members of communities. Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed made the announcement during an expanded security committee meeting in Ilorin, the state capital. The move, according to the governor, will minimize conflict between farmers and herdsmen and make it easier to identify, apprehend, and prosecute those suspected of destroying herders' cattle on farmland. As part of efforts to ensure the prevention of herdsmen and farmers' crisis in Kwara State, the governor summons an enlarged Security Council meeting to fashion out ways to ensure peaceful coexistence. The meeting is chaired by Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed and attended by heads of security agencies in the state, chairpersons of the 16 local government councils, traditional rulers, representatives of farmers, as well as representatives of the Miyetti Allah Cattle Rearers Association of Nigeria. The governor says there's a need to improve on security.
So far as a state, we've been able to keep and maintain peace relatively. But I don't think we should sit and take things for granted, because we can all see what is going on across the country. There are pockets of clashes, skirmishes going on in different forms. And as a state, we must be proactive and put ourselves together so that we can all recognize the need to strengthen our capacities.
A government official says it was resolved that night grazing will no longer be allowed in the state as part of efforts to ensure greater peace between herdsmen and farmers.
With agreement of the council, the night grazing is henceforth outlawed in Kwara State. The meeting also agreed on the need to replicate what has taken place today in all the 16 local government councils. So the chairpersons were mandated to go back to their local councils and hold this same meeting with all the traditional rulers in their states, in their local government councils, and other relevant stakeholders to ensure that this message that this meeting conveyed to people is allowed to percolate and go down to all levels of the society. With the various decisions reached between the stakeholders, it's expected that peace will continue to reign in the state and mutual understanding between farmers and herdsmen will continue. Let's bring you another story concerning security now, but in the northeast. The Security Council in Borno State has also been busy. Following a thorough consideration of the situation, members have approved the return of internally displaced persons to Bama local government area. Bama local government area is the worst affected by the destruction from the Boko Haram insurgency, with IDPs numbering up to 120,000, the highest in the state. The affected population will be returned in phases due to the large number of people involved.
The State Security Council, in the discharge of its constitutional responsibility, has approved the phased return of all internally displaced persons, IDPs from Bama. The Council, at its meeting held on Thursday, 15 March 2018, after careful and meticulous assessment of the overall security situation in Bama town and its surroundings, as well as the massive reconstruction effort of the state government, resolved that the time is now ripe and the atmosphere is favorable for the IDPs to go back to their homes in phases. The first phase of the movement is scheduled to commence on Monday, 2nd April 2018. Towards this end, adequate arrangement and sufficient preparations are being put in place to guarantee seamless return and hitch-free resettlement of the IDPs. In the first place, a special template is being designed to capture the essential personal data of all prospective returnees for the purpose of easy identification and security clearance.
The federal government's determination towards diversifying the economy from dependence on oil by focusing on other sectors, including the solid minerals, is receiving attention by addressing some of the challenges confronting the solid minerals sector. Having realized the menace of illegal mining and informal activity depriving government of revenue, production statistics, as well as environmental degradation, a special mine surveillance task force has been established to look into the operational modalities in the mining sector.
With the increase in informal and illegal activities in the mining industry, which have been discouraging investment as well as depriving government of revenue in the sector, government established a special mine surveillance task force on illegal mining with members drawn from paramilitary and security agencies to address the challenges facing the sector. Members of the task force, drawn from the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Nigeria Customs Service, Directorate of State Security Service, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, and the Nigeria Police Force, gathered for a capacity-building workshop on relevant aspects of mining, particularly mining legislations, mineral identification, amongst others.
We need to understand where the mining or the mineral belongs, to who it belongs, and all that there is. Also, we need to teach them what is lawful and unlawful acts. We also want to educate ourselves on the functions of the special task force. We also want to educate ourselves on mineral identification, because this material is not like rice and beans.
Part of the responsibilities of the special task force is to curb illegal mining.
Is for better transportation. A network of roads is commissioned in the southwest Lagos State. You're watching News Across Nigeria. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.